asking this question to the chat, and there's a couple ways people go with it. Like,
Is it racist?
what?
Oh, like, what's the question? Like, what is it?
Oh,
I'm like,
oh, if dating is easier or harder uh for successful women.
well, first off, I'm not successful. Easy, it's a simple question. I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend, honestly. Um, I feel like I'm more old-fashioned, unfortunately, in which women don't really, majority don't really understand that in this generation, unfortunately. I love the old-fashioned ways, the man, working and providing and do whatever they do on the side, come back home to the family and still provide. Um, I haven't worked a full job in like almost 2 years. Like a full, almost like full. Like I work little jobs here and there, but like a full job, I haven't worked like a full job in 2 years. But I feel like the women in our society want to have the equality, right? They want the equality, right? But they still want the man to still do everything, right? They want the man to work, pay for everything, and come home and still clean and do all this dumb bullshit, right? But then the woman complain that they don't like throw the trash out or wash the blanket or some weird shit because they're on some weird level. Like how do you want equality if you can't be a woman? Like, and even then, like majority of the women nowadays don't even know how to cook anymore. Honestly, like, I don't even buy frozen food. And that's some true stuff right there. Like my man, I mean, shoot. There's times where like I'm like, yeah, I want some hot dogs, but I know I've been with him for so long, I ain't gonna buy hot dogs. And then I'm like, hey, like I want frozen pizza. Well, I ain't gonna buy it because he don't want it. He's like, why buy that? We can just order it. Or I'm just speaking like I cook 5 days a week. If he's lucky, 6 days a week. I at least take like a day or two from the week to cook. Not even he wakes me up in the morning. I pack his lunch. I get his clothes together. I walk him to the door. I give him a kiss. I stay up until I get a message knowing he is at work because I want to make sure that he got there safely. And he knows. And me giving him a lunch board, some Cheetos, some crazy food, whatever the hell. No, and just no, I can no him leaving. He works in Port Arthur. We live in Houston. I would never go to sleep without knowing he made it to work safely. And every day I give him a kiss. We have like at least maybe 5 to 8 kisses max because you just never know when it's the last kiss you're gonna have. And I'm like, hey babe, be safe, drive slow, don't speed, text me, and I stay up. I stay up. I really do. Like I'm tired, obviously, but I stay up until I get that message knowing that he made it to work safe. I don't know. I can't go to sleep knowing I can't. It's just something I can't do. But these women, they want this. They want the man that is work. They just want work. The work, pay for their nails. I have no nails. My nails aren't done. My hair is natural. I'm chubby. Yeah, I'm chubby. He's chubby, but I wasn't this chubby the whole time. 7 years. It's love. I cook. Yeah, I don't want to cook for him every day. Shoot, I cook. He wants me to sell burritos at his job. So shoot, I wake up at 1 in the morning and I make it for him. I, he sells it at work. I don't want to do it, but I do it. He says, "Hey, babe, grab my brat." Well, sure, I'll fucking do it. Why not? Scratch it, or massage my feet. Put the lotion on my face after he washes his face. I just do it. The thing is that this society, women, they want dominance, but they want a submissive man that are still dominant. You know what I mean? It's like, say if someone was gonna break into your house and your man looks to you. well, what are you gonna do? And you're like, what are you gonna do? No, it's not. A man is men. A man is meant to provide and protect and guide, not to be a scrub or softened person or cookie. No, I like doing stuff for him. Like right now, he's with his cousin. Yeah, I was irritated. I was irritated because he was drinking, but he can do whatever he wants, obviously. But I clean his clothes. I clean. I'm not working. I'm not saying it's a problem, but I don't mind taking care of the house. So I'm a very old fashioned person. I love the old. Not no beating wise, honey. But just respecting them, just respecting the space, cooking, cleaning, bathing, and you know, a woman shouldn't be there to belittle or control. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And
It
that's
makes
it.
sense.
No, yeah. Like just for those things, I'm just like I get so irritated, I get so frustrated, but I just talk to myself mentally and just calm myself down. Because this, especially in the states, ooh, it's worse here. It's so much more worse here. Like if my family, like on my dad's side, my father's side, basically, like they get irritated that I'm so like submissive to my man because the women are so dominant and the men are submissive. I don't believe in that. That's just it's retarded. Like why would you do that? And so they don't like that he's dominant and I'm submissive. I'm not. My mom knows too. Like I'm not gonna just switch because someone doesn't like it. I'd rather be with a man that's dominant because like on a serious level, like what if like something crazy were to gonna happen? You think I want to like pick that man up on my back? No, it don't work like that. No. Mm.
You said it really well. You said one concept that's hard for women who work 9 to 5, they might make most of the money. So we would call them dominant in the provider category.
But why would they put themselves in that situation if you want a dominant man?
That's where it gets hard. I think they put themselves in the situation of being smart and successful and having this great job because that's what they've worked through school and what their parents encourage them to do as well. But then they still, I think, can benefit from a guy who is dominant in the sense of if someone comes to the house and knocks on the door,
Yeah,
honey, go answer it.
period.
And
My man does it too. He gets up. What's up? You know, like I don't want to be like anti-sexual or anything like that, but there's all that stuff or whatever. Oh gosh. Um, but everyone has their own opinion, But I completely understand what you're saying, but I don't know. It's just everyone and their opinions and today's society, Republic and Democrat, it's just so strict right now. I don't know. It's really wild. I was in political science. Well, political science is technically like I was in a government class for like 4 years in school, and then I was in child development for 2 years in school, and so I know a bunch about politics and the presidency, and I was around whenever Trump and Biden and Obama. Like I was like all in the political stuff like that. So like I know everything. I never take it personal, but it just depends who you are as a person to let the information actually observe who, ob, observe observe wait, who you are which I never do. Hey, have your opinion, be yourself, be free. No, but I think this society, unfortunately, is just they're too strict about everything. But who knows? You know, we can be alive 1 week, next week, 2 weeks, a month from now, and pass away, and I don't know. I feel like I wish there was more. I wish we were like living in 2005, 2005.
Do you think the gender roles were different in 2005?
It was worse. It was worse in 2005. I mean, gender roles. I mean, when you say gender roles, I'm thinking like trans and stuff like that, and gays, whatever. It was, obviously much worse for them, obviously, but the men knew what they wanted to do for the family. They knew what they had to provide for and do what they do. The woman knew what they had to do: cook, clean, just be a woman. Just simple, just be a woman. Cook, clean, and feed and provide and calm the household down. Just be a woman. Just be a woman. How hard was that? I mean, yeah, you can work or I told my man earlier today. Actually, I told him, I was like, bro, I was like, I don't know if I can handle this with us and 5 more years together, and me doing everything, and like, so I get irritated sometimes, but I don't pay no bills. I haven't paid bills in 3 years. I haven't paid no bills in 3 years. No light, no nothing. He pays for it. He literally pays for it. He gives me his debit card every day of the week. If I want to go buy shit, I go shopping. So I go swipe, swipe, swipe. It's so messed up, but no, I go shop. I have money. I have money though, but I go swipe, swipe, swipe. And he knows it. I go shopping. I clean. I cook. But every day that he leaves work and he comes home, my main priority is that he comes home with a home cook meal that's not repeated. That's my no. He's not gonna eat the same meals every week because that's retarded. No, 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 no. So that's I get irritated. Like, oh, what am I gonna cook him? That's something different every week, right? Something different, different. But I would never. I don't even. I haven't made him spaghetti in 3 months. Ah, no. Or Alfredo 5 months. No. 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 You have to cook. What about you?
How do you, um, in what sense?
What do you mean?
Well, how about me? What?
No, I didn't hear what you said. That's what I'm saying. Like, you said, how about you? And then it got cut off, I guess.
So I was gonna ask about. I mean, how about me? How about me? What?
No, I mean, you were telling me something, but I didn't hear it through. Because I think it's the
Well,
signal.
I was wondering, how do you feel confident in a lot of women want to know that they can provide for themselves in case something happens. So how do you maintain that confidence?
No, yeah, okay, so I think for me, I'm not working right now, which I know I actually got fired like a month ago, but anyways, for you to maintain yourself, obviously always keep a job, and always keep money. Even if you have a job or a sugar daddy or whatever the fuck, always keep money on the side for yourself, obviously. And then if you're with like a sugar daddy or whatever, me, in my opinion, is always secretly pull money on the side just for a case of emergencies, because they'll probably never know because they're old as fuck. Like, my big sister, she's 31. She's always told me never get a home, that you can never provide for yourself if a man ever dumps you or whatever. And it's just mainly savings and obviously your career. And trust me, I believe in women, busting their ass and working and getting a career. Hey, that's good for them. If they don't need a man, that's them. They don't need a man. But I want a man to provide. I want a man to care. I'm not. They want to be the dominant one. Let them be the dominant one. I'm not the one who wants to be dominant. I just want to be submissive. I want to be the woman that I love baking. I love cooking. I love cleaning, laundry, and I just something I like to do. I'd rather be a stay-at-home wife, not like forcefully. It's just something that I just always grew to love. And if they like to work and go to the office and control their in hires or their below, you know, or like you seem intelligent. You seem like you're important or something.
Thank you. And what you said, an important distinction is sounds like you choose to be a stay-at-home wife. So it's not like you just got
Force, yeah, no.
picked or you guys picked each other and then you're not going to have a job or you're not going to be able to get a job because you have a degree. So it sounds like you can get a job if you have to.
I would rather be. For me, why be submissive? Like, why? I feel like I'm so. Me and my husband and our grandparents, my tias and my mom, I think we're just so stuck in the old fashioned way. Why change it? All of us. We're so traditional. Why be so controlling over a man? That's how we are, like I don't know. Every man in our family is dominant, so why change it? And I like it. I mean, yeah, he's gone sometimes. Well, not gone like that, but like he hangs out with his friends. Hey, he has his own freedom. I have my friends from like his friends, girlfriends, or whatever, or wives, and I hang out with them, and it's still fun. We're all having fun. It's better to have friends that are in the same bubble than being friends with people that are single, or because if you're with people that are single, it just brings more problems. More, it's just too toxic. It's too toxic. I'm happy. I'm happy. My friends are happy. We've all been together with our guys for more than 3 years, 5 years, or even more. Or even my mom, or we're happy. That's just how we are. We're just submissive women in our family. I don't really see it as a problem. My man goes to work, come home, make cupcakes, brownies, and cakes, and it's not a problem. And I clean, he's happy.
I think a lot of women feel like if they stop working to stay at home, it's going to be hard for them to advance in their career if they go back.
So why have a kid if your career is so high? If your career is so important, then you get pregnant. You shouldn't have a kid.
I think that's the conflict that some people, I'm not one to speak, but someone might speak on it. I think that's the conflict that a lot of women are finding is they are very high in their career and they want the kid as well.
I believe that, but like at the same time, like the woman. Well, I can't really say that I know, but some women want to have such a high career, which hey, hell to them. But they still probably maybe want their man to take care of the kid, or probably put the kid in daycare. It's like babysit program or whatever. Which I believe, like for example, Queen Elizabeth. Hey, she had her kids, but she was a queen, so she was on that shit. And whenever she got selected as queen, she put her fucking devotion to taking care of the kingdom, and she always did that first, and her kids came second. They always came second, and they grew up with the father. Not saying it's a problem. I mean, I understand. I totally understand where you're coming from. The woman. That's what I'm saying. The roles are switching. The more decades going by, the roles are getting to switching. They're switching and switching and switching, and I don't want to be that person to continue that switch. My family, none of us are going to continue that. We're the women are just too submissive. We listen to our man. We're not controlling wise, but you know, like if they pay for everything, why complain? Like, why are you gonna bitch at the person that feeds you? Does that make sense?
It makes all the sense. It's like you have to pick and choose. If you're a guy and you expect to never make any money, but you also expect your woman to do all the cooking and the cleaning, that's
Well,
not going to work. And
if she doesn't work, I mean, if they have jobs and if they get paid the same amount and he ain't doing shit, that's a problem. That's a problem. And you saying that irritates the fuck out of me. I'm not working, so like if I told my man the other day, I was like, I get that you're working, whatever the fuck, but I was like, if I were to get a job and you ain't doing shit, that's gonna be a problem. It depends, I get that. Like my man, he works construction. He's climbing scaffolds. He's picking up more than 50 pounds of metal every day in the sun. He's tired. He's dehydrated. I've been there. I know. I've worked with him before. I know how it feels. So if he's busting his ass in the fucking sun, and the woman is inside sitting on like a little chair in some office or shit, and she comes home and she's bitching at him talking about why are you doing this, why are you doing that, la 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 la. It's not this. No, no, no. That at that point you're comparing y'all's jobs. If I was working with him in the sun doing the same job that I did, and he expected me to come home to clean and cook and take care of the household, throw trash, that would be an extreme problem. But he's always tired. He's exhausted because he busts his ass in the sun for 10 hours a day. He wakes up at 3 in the morning. He doesn't even get to work till 7 in the morning because he works in a different city, and he doesn't even come home till 8 in the fucking p.m. And you think he's gonna? I mean, even we used to work together, but he was working harder than I was because I was just, as a woman, in the construction site, you want to work as hard, so I wouldn't complain. But now that I'm not working, I'm not gonna bring him home complaining and talking mess. That's how women lose men. That's how literally the men work, bust their ass, break their arms, break their shoulders, break their their feet hurt, their thighs, everything hurts, and the women are just nagging and nagging and nagging and nagging. It's not that they're nagging for 2 weeks. No, they're nagging for years before the man leaves. Then when the man leaves, the women are like, "Oh, what did I do wrong? What the heck, you weirdo?" It's obvious. Just like, bruh, just look at just look at his clothes. You'll see. Look at his boots. You're from America, right? No, you're from the UK.
right,
America.
America.
Oh yeah, yeah. Imagine if you buy $300 boots, or you seem like a Vans type of guy, right?
Yeah, I've
Vans.
skateboarded before.
Well, I like Vans, so yeah, I like Vans, right? and I'm sure you like Vans. Imagine you bought $300 worth of Vans, and someone says, "Hey, let's go hiking for 3 hours," and you're like, "No, I just bought these Vans," and you're like, and they're like, "No, like just let's go hiking." Then you leave the hike, and your Vans look like shit within 3 hours, right? Imagine someone spending $300 on boots, and they destroy them in 3 months, or like it's so sad. It's like on this like fourth pair of freaking boots, and they're $300 each because you're on your feet. You're just like, so sad. And actually, the job site that he works at, 3 people passed away, like literally last night. His job site got canceled because it says a scaffold fell down, but in reality, a crane broke and hit the scaffold, and 3 people passed and 2 were injured.
We're talking about nannies. I don't know if I'm
Nanny.
not super cool. I didn't have a nanny. Uh, I had babysitters, but
I was a nanny.
oh, okay. So yeah, so what do you think about, I think the idea, could be wrong here. If you make really good money, you send your kids to great schools, great private schools, and you have nannies, and you still excel in your career to pay for those amenities. So how do you think the outcomes of that compare to maybe dial it back in your career and raise them yourself?
I mean, I feel like you can still have, you can say you can still have your career, but at the same time, your kids are gonna grow up thinking your parents were never around. You never had no, your parents weren't there. Simple. I'm not. My parents, my grandmas, in the Hispanic culture, we don't believe in no nannies, no babysitters. It's just, you go to work, and your grandma takes care of you. Your mama comes home, pick you up, and that's it. Um, I get that you want to have, your life, but I feel like, and once you have kids, you gotta stop being selfish. You have to stop being selfish once you have kids. It's not about you no more. It's not about what I want, what I need, whatever, blah blah blah. At a certain point, at a certain age, when your kids, like at least, in my opinion, becomes like 10 years old, is when you're able to go to concerts, or friends, stuff like that. Because whenever you're babies, your kids, your whole goal is to protect them, guide them, lead them, teach them safety, boundaries, communication, and safety. And you just thinking that you can just drop them off with the babysitter, the nanny, and pick them up like it's nothing. No, the nanny don't care. It's just her job, just to watch them and just go back home and go to sleep. As a parent, you shall teach them to, show them what's right from wrong. Like teach them not to be touched, or looked in some type of way, or not to curse, or focus on communication. No. Mm, no. No. I mean, my man, look, like I here. My man, we talk about it. He says, I would never, me too, I would never put my kid in daycare. That's what grandmas are like, abuelitas and tios and uncles are for, basically. No, yeah. I think what I'm noticing from you is that maybe you are more into, um, I don't know the proper word, but from the vibes I'm getting, is that you get, um I'm not being rude, honestly. I'm really not. I'm just thinking that the vibe that you're giving me is like more like a a dose of like adrenaline, talking about personal information, and maybe you're an expert about different things, or you're comparing yourself to your situation or friends or family, or maybe you're just going online asking people extremely personal questions, and you're trying to maybe trick them with their words. I'm not just saying that, but the whole time we've been talking, you've been having a straight face, like you're like on a picture.
I think
How did you grow up? Did you grow up with a family in a
I
safe
grew up
house?
with a family, of course, yeah. And I can talk about my experience. It's only me, so it's only one person.
Yeah.
So I do like to hear how everybody is different, but I didn't have um uh high-powered career earning parents in the sense that they always had enough time. They were around all the time. Well, actually, one of them worked from home, so some of the time.
Whenever they're physically with you, growing up, I
Yeah,
assume.
so yeah, so they were there a lot. So it's good in the sense that you get to be parented all the time. It's less good in the sense that if when you grow up, you aspire to be
Better
one
than
of
your parents.
those, which they want me to be more high achieving to that as them, as all parents do, then the
I mean,
role model that you,
that's
sorry?
it. You're gonna be my cousin. I'm so sorry. No offense. I mean, like, like I feel like you were trying to compare yourself to your parents and want to be better than them, and they weren't always there. And like, I love my cousin. She's older than me. She's 20, like almost 26, and like in 3 weeks. And I completely understand where it's like she doesn't notice it. I mean, you sound like her. Like you sound just like she's. Nah, I'm not being rude, but you give me the same vibes.
I don't feel the rudeness. I ask really direct questions. I think that a lot of these personal type questions are what we think about all day.
Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes or I think that I'm the only one thinking them, and it's really not the case.
You're not alone.
So, in particular, women can't always speak on these topics as much as men can. It might just be that men have bigger mouths, but we also get it wrong a lot. So,
True. The men get treated lesser than a woman because they're men. Because of the sexist that we have going on in society. The women are just, oh, the man, no feelings, no feelings, and blah blah blah. No one cares about their feelings. We all have feelings, you know. I wake up having a nightmare. You don't think a man wakes up having a nightmare? What the heck? Like what? Like if I wake up scared for the next few hours, you don't think they're scared for the next few hours? And I told my mom this a few months ago, and I was like, Mom, it made me think about it, right? I was like, it's my first time leaving. It's your first time living too, and that's where we get it twisted. It's all our first time living together. Like we think that because our parents are older, that they know everything. No, we don't. It's everyone's first time living together, and we just assume they just know everything. No, like what? That's what I'm saying. The society is messed up, bro. I can't. Ugh. It just annoys the heck out of me.
it was fun. It was Interesting talking with you. Um, I really like how the way you talk, you like a debater, but you're like fun.
Yeah, I don't mean to be. I trust me. I grew up very in a toxic household. Abuse, alcoholism, and addiction, and abandonment. But I never let that take over control, and to show me who I could not be. And growing up with that environment, I never wanted to be that person in my life. So I overcome it and became someone else. I grew up in so many different households in my family, and I just never wanted to be that person that wanted to have pittiness growing up. So whenever I actually tell people my true story, they're like, "Damn, like, I'm surprised you have a smile on your face." And well, I don't let the pittiness control me. It's simple. I just accept it and move forward. I feel like I'm strong, even though I want to cry. It makes me sad knowing what I went through, honestly. But you can't go forward if you let yourself have pittiness for too long. You gotta overcome it. Unfortunately, you have to.
Yeah, everyone has their own opinions, and
I'm not
they're
being
gonna
rude.
be.
I'm saying like that's how I feel. Like I had so much struggle in my life, and I don't let it define me. I overcome it to be myself. If I want to, I could be like the druggie on the street, but I'm not that person. That's it. You can just be happy, just move past it, learn, live, and be positive and wake up and say thank you God for another day. As soon as you open your eyes, you're in bed. Thank God for the day. Go on a walk, cook, drink coffee, fix. You know what? Whatever I was, I know you want to like skip me. I totally understand. I totally appreciate it. No, but whenever I was a 10th grader or a junior, I had like such a hard time with like trying to grow into habits, or like you know what I mean, like a habit to doing things. And I was watching videos, and this guy was saying that on YouTube, he was saying, hey, like if we're having like a hard time, just start with fixing your bed in the morning. He's like, if you get your bed done, that's one goal done of the day. And if you get that one goal done, there's many more goals to go. So every day I wake up, I fix my bed till this day. Well, right now it's messy, but every morning I wake up, I have to fix my bed before I have to fix my bed, gather my trash before I shower. I can't just wake up and just leave. I just no. I literally have to fix my bed, gather my trash, get my dirty clothes, then shower. And then when I get out, I feel like relaxed. Simple things. It's like I brush my teeth before I shower, and then I brush my teeth before I get out the shower, because things like that. Simple things. Well, I'm not sure if you followed me, Sam Sam Paltman, I think, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Well,
just
you
followed you.
and don't drown yourself with your sorrows, and don't let negativity overcome you in your life, because you never know when your time is going to be. And just take your life day by day, and try to be happy, even though it's hard. It really is in the society specifically. And don't force anything that isn't meant to be there. Don't force family or spouse, relationship wise, or hobbies. Just go by day. Don't eat if you don't like mustard. Don't force yourself to eat mustard. Okay. Just live
Love
day
it.
by day, and just be happy with yourself. And my father once said, you can't love anyone else until you love yourself first. That's true. And I don't talk to him right now because we're having a hatred moment. But love yourself first before you love others, because You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself.